Okay guys, in this video we're going to talk about finding new leads and clients. To me this is one of the best uses for Opportunity Bot, as you know, finding gigs and doing arbitrage and finding flipping deals and stuff like that. That's great, right? But what I think's best is if you're building a long-term business, if you can find leads and clients, then you can start generating recurring revenue from say SEO work, or sort of ongoing writing and stuff like that. Any type of service that you can outsource, you can just sort of set up, against these new leads and clients. Or if you have some other business already that caters to a specific need in the market, then of course you can just find clients for your existing business. So let's get into it. Firstly, let's talk about where you can actually go and find these clients and leads, and prospects and everything else for that matter. So to start with, there's no specific category and no specific location that I can recommend you search in, because it very much depends on your business as to what you're looking for. What you really need to do is think about where your potential clients or customers would be and what they'll be posting on Craigslist and or Gumtree or Kijiji, and try and find them that way. So for example, let's go through the categories and have a think about what types of leads you could find in each category, if we can think of a good example for each one, and what types of businesses you could build within that, or what businesses this might work for. So we'll start with community, right? So in community, there are a lot of groups organized in there. So there'll be community groups who get together and talk about some subject which is a problem for them. So actually, let's do a quick search. We'll just look at the contents of a community board in Alabama, Auburn, just to get an idea about what we're looking for. Okay, here we go. So we have a whole lot of dog groups showing up. So if you had a pet, a pet-based business, you sold pet food or something like that, then this would be quite good to get on board with. Oh, actually, this person's advertising. They're not meant to be doing that. That's a bit cheeky. But if we keep looking down, lots and lots and lots of dogs and things here. Actually, there's a few too many. That's frustrating. Let's change the category to something a bit more interesting. We'll change it to groups. Groups is quite a good one to go for. So here we have something excellent, right? We've got groups of people advertising themselves. So fitness boot camp. What could you promote to them? Fitness equipment. Atlanta Cuban Club Cubano de Atlanta. I don't know what that is. Destiny Late Savings Club. Sounds like a finance group. CPR first aid. You could go and sell them some dummies, or first aid kits, if that's your business. You get the idea. You can look through the groups and find lots of groups of people that are getting together to talk about some problem, or get together and solve it, or something like that. A great example that I've heard of one person doing was to find community groups that are talking about fire safety and then go in and sell fire extinguishers. So they basically just got in contact with the organizer of the group meeting and offered to sell them fire extinguishers at a discounted price, and all the organizer had to do was just basically stick up a sign that said, get a fire extinguisher for 25% off, or whatever the discount was. And he did very well out of it. So community is good for that type of stuff. And let's go into personals. So if you had a dating business, like a dating agency, or if you wanted to try and drive people towards CPA dating offers, hint, hint, the personal section is the perfect place to go. You can simply search for your target market, by selecting them from the category. So you got women seeking women, women seeking men, men seeking women, etc., etc., etc. All of those. You can use that to like if you wanted to, you could find. Let's see, what am I trying to say? If you had a dating agency where you had a lot of women signed up, but not a lot of men, or the other way around, you could find the group that you're missing and start reaching out to these people to try and get them on board and increase your business. And that's the main thing I can think of with the personal section. There's a lot of, shall we say, adult content in there, which I'm sure there is some business around, but it's not something that I know too much about. So that's the personals. Housing. If you're a real estate agent, I think you'll already know what to do in here. So you can use this to find, people selling houses or renting, looking at leasing out property. And you can use it to quickly look around your general area, but not the same city necessarily. If there's another city very close by that you don't mind traveling to, you could find some good stuff in there pretty quickly. For sale. Okay, so for sale is quite handy to find business leads if you're looking for dealers. So if you just go into the for sale section, and I mean, we're still just in Auburn and Alabama, so we're not going to get a huge number of results. But if we just search for the keyword wanted, we don't even have a particular business in mind. We're just looking for people wanting things. If we then sort by the title and start looking down for double ups, like this one is a perfect example, buy junk broke cars. So this guy is a dealer. I will buy your broken and unwanted cars and vans, paying $150 each. Okay, so if you can find anything that, if you can find a car for him, then you can get paid. You can keep looking down. That doesn't sound like a dealer to me. Doesn't sound like a dealer. You can normally find them, especially if you're searching in a bigger area than just one little city. Let's drop it out to all of Alabama and see what turns up. Okay. Yeah, we can see. So we've got, this looks like a dealer to me. Appliances wanted, got another dealer. Box van wanted, looks like a, no, actually, no, that one's probably not a dealer. They stick out like a sore thumb. As soon as you see that double up in the line, you just have a look at it, and a lot of the time it's a dealer. So Honeybee Swarms wanted, that's probably a dealer. I buy unwanted vehicles, junk cars, that's the same guy as before. Lots and lots and lots of dealers everywhere. So that's what you can find in the for sale section. There's probably lots of other clients that you can find in there as well if you know your business. If you know the types of clients that you're looking for, you'll probably be able to think of where they might be advertising, and that's how you can find them easily. Services. If you have basically any business to business company, then the services section is going to be perfect for you. So you could, actually, let's take this piece of software as an example. Here's a business right now. Let's see if we can make one up. Since you can use OpportunityBot to find leads, if you looked in the services section, you might find someone who might be in need of needs. For example, you could try and find, let's say, like a law firm, possibly a law firm, and find out what types of clients they needed, and then search around on Craigslist to find them, and then get them to pay you for the privilege, because they don't have the time and they don't have the tools to be able to do that effectively themselves. You could profit from that. So any business to business services, you could advertise in there straight away. Very, very easy. Just search for appropriate people. It's that easy. Jobs. You can use this to find potential clients who need some work done. Some people will advertise that they need to hire someone in a specific position when they don't actually need a full-time employee. So if you're looking for, you can potentially take on clients who are looking for someone to work part-time as, what type of work am I talking about here? The words have left me. bookkeeper. That's the word I was looking for. For example, some people take on a part-time bookkeeper, but there's actually no real advantage to them employing them as an employee. And so if you could pitch your services to them, they might be more than happy for to pay you for the bookkeeping, and then you can outsource that to someone else or do it yourself or whatever you want to do. It's your business. Okay, next we've got gigs. You can find pretty much anything in there. We've already talked about that in the gigs video, so you can go back and watch that if you want to. And resumes is a great place for finding new clients if you have a make money online or other wealth building based business, because obviously all of these people are looking for jobs. So are they going to be interested in making more money? Yeah, sure are. That's pretty much it. How you use this to find new clients and leads is largely up to you. You mainly need to think about where and what your audience will be doing and use that to effectively find them. So, looking in the personals, looking in for sale, who's going to be trying, is your client going to be trying to sell something? Are they going to be trying to advertise themselves? Are they going to try and advertise their business? Where do you look for them? That's the real key here, is identifying where your audience is going to be, where they're going to be hanging around on the classified sites, and then finding them and making contact. Just while we're on the topic, don't forget that Craigslist, the Craigslist mail relay system thing. So just give you an example. If you pop open an ad and you go reply, and you get one of these weird email addresses where it's like an @craigslist.org email address, you can only send about 10 emails per day through Craigslist before they just stop forwarding them. So if you're going to be making contact with quite a few people by like the email relay stuff, that the email addresses that look like this, you want to have quite a few email addresses up your sleeve, and just keep on rotating them. Just make sure you send less than 9 or 10 or so emails per email address per day. Otherwise, your emails won't be received by the person on the other side. They'll just be kind of dropped, and you won't know that they haven't got them, and they'll have no idea that someone tried to contact them. So keep that in mind when you're making contact with potential leads. Keep rotating those email addresses, and you will have much better delivery rates. I think that's all for this video. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch.